Hi, my name is Victor Ua, currently running for the position of Student Development and First Generation. I would like to use this platform to actually make a difference and bring a change to this university space that we're currently in. My current vision is to actually use this space to actually find a way to empower and develop students in a way that they can support themselves. So I want to form a society where students support students, where we don't have to depend on the system all the time to cater for our needs. We don't have to struggle while we try to go to the system. We don't have to go through the hardest of times individually. Let's form a space where we can unite and help each other while the others go forth and fight for whatever we need. This is going to be an amazing platform that I'm going to use, and I also intend on going further, not only on campus, but also to other spaces out of campus to try to get as much support as possible. I'm ready to take this platform and I'm ready to make a change. This is not just talk, but this is action that's already in place.
Revolutionary greetings to all Kovsie viewers. My name is Ayanda Dlova and I'll be contesting for the portfolio of Policy and Transformation under the EFF Students Command burner. During my term, my priorities and commitments are as follows. Well, right now I'll be focusing on 3 points, but I actually have 6. These 3 points are: 1, extend computer lab and library hours. Number 2, challenge the faculty policies. That would be letting students aware of that particular faculty's rules and regulations during orientation week. And lastly, stain must fall. Write letters to provincial government to speed up the process of stain.
Greetings to all fellow students, colleagues and comrades. My name is Garabo Mtsweni and I am running for Commuter Students. I'm a 4th year law student. Having resided off campus for close to 4 years now, I've witnessed the many challenges faced by off-campus students, mainly being safety and not being included. So I'm running under those core issues, which is safety and inclusion. Therefore, I pledge to bring about feasible, committed, and also pragmatic change. Thank you.
Revolutionary greetings to the students. My name is Thaba Makanyani, a 3rd-year education student. I'm running for the portfolio of student commuter students. So basically, under my campaign, I'll be focusing on inclusion of off-campus students in on-campus culture and sports. Safety of students, shuttle service that will operate hourly from 8 a.m. up until 12 midnight. Accreditation of all off-campus accommodations, quarterly inspection of student housing, extension of Wi-Fi radius to suit those who stay off campus, protection of students against victimization of landlords. Thank you.
I'm going to start first with you, Victor. You say that we need unity and we need to bring students together. What particular initiatives can you use to ensure that students are brought together?
Now, the one thing that I've realized as a student myself, there was a certain community engagement that I participated in. I realized that the more we as students learn to help others, the more we establish the culture, the more we realize the importance of helping. From helping a random street kid on the road, I learned that helping is important. Now, I want to focus my campaign more on encouraging and building spaces where we can go make a difference in the community and thereby also plant seeds and make us open spaces where we as students can help each other. That would be my solution.
But Victor, can you give us concrete policies that you would create under your term?
Well, obviously, I'll have to create policies in terms of, okay, cool, we can have stuff like a certain amount of donations that we can have as students. If we, for example, have 40,000 students on campus, if all of us donate 10 Rand, a certain portion of that can make something to help other students. We can have various activities where we can have students come and volunteer themselves to actually help other students from first year. For first years who are coming during registration periods, we can have students be assigned to different positions to actually assist from accommodation to transportation, so we help in all these different areas.
Okay, I want to move on to you, Ayanda. You spoke a little bit about making sure that stain falls. And we've seen that university process has dragged on for a very long time. How can you ensure that the university speeds up transformation processes on campus?
All right. Right now, currently, the STEM issue is out of the institution's hand. Right now, the issue is all up to the provincial government. So the only thing that I can do right now is to, as I will be taking over from Koketso, our current Policy and Transformation Officer, is writing a lot of letters to provincial government to speed up this process so that they may see that this is actually urgent.
And I want to speak a little bit about faculty policies. You mentioned you'd like to revise them. What are the specific issues with faculty policies and what would you do to change them?
Okay, right now we have seen that students usually by the time it's like the end of the year, that's when they see that, oh, okay, I didn't qualify for a certain exam or I actually failed. And students don't know how or what happened. So my plan is that I'm going to have a meeting with the Office of Academics and then establish faculty councils. Thereafter, we're going to create a document where they summarize all the rules, regulations, and policies of that particular faculty. Then we distribute these documents at the beginning of the year, which will be during orientation class.
Okay, candidate, that's your time. I'd like to move over to you now, Garabo. Are you a commuter student, and what sort of issues do you think commuter students have that are neglected by this university?
Thank you so much for the question. Yes, I am a commuter student, and one of the issues that are faced by off-campus students is the issue of safety and inclusion, if that was a question. Safety and inclusion. Safety and exclusion, sorry.
Now, you've mentioned safety as a tag word of your campaign so far. What specific initiatives should the Commuter Students SRC create to ensure that commuter students are safe?
Number one would be the extension of the Wi-Fi radius. Also adopting local halls and schools for as study venues during examinations, also during the term of study. That would be the initiative as well.
Now, I'd like to move on to you now, Tabang. You've actually mentioned many different issues you would like to tackle, all the way from accreditation to dealing with landlords. How can you ensure that all these campaign promises you've created are fulfilled over the period of 1 year?
Okay, this thing is easy. I'll be working together with the university, the municipality with bylaws to bind the landlords in terms of accreditation, the quality of the housing where students are staying. It should be a conducive environment for studying, you see. And also, with the extension of Wi-Fi radius, the university knows that there's already myself outside, and most of the communes have myself. They can reach out to myself and have a partnership together with myself to extend the Wi-Fi radius. Safety, I will be working with the university again, University Protection Service, the community, which is the CPF, and the SAPS, for a patrol. At least every street must have a patrol, or at least 3 streets must have 2 police vans.
Okay, candidate, that's your time.
As a commuter student myself, I have faced many challenges outside campus, such as mugging, house robbery, and some of my friends were victims of crimes. So, as the incoming commuter student SRC member, I would like you students to vote for me to make sure that commuter students are included into the campus culture. They are safe on campus, off campus, even in their communes. The shuttle service for students, their accommodation are accredited, and there's quarterly inspections of their accommodations.
Thank you so much, Wesley, for this opportunity. When placed in a position, one of the things that I would like to implement as part of the safety, as I've said also, is to a tab to be inserted on Blackboard, also for the inclusion of commuter students, an extramural tab to be included on Blackboard. So when commuter students click on the tab, it will outline all the activities that happen on campus. So should they wish to be part of any activity, sports or any other activity on campus, they'll be able to access any of those activities.
Thank you so much for your invite, Tiamo. As I close, I'd just like to say this. Under my leadership, the students will for sure be in good hands. Together, we will and we can transform. Please do vote for the EFF Students Command. Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity. In conclusion, I personally believe that if we can establish a culture of making a difference in our less privileged environment, we can establish a culture of assisting each other as students, and together we can form a new generation of students that's very cognizant of your very own neighbor. Vote for me and let us make a difference. Let us make a change.